Alright, so for like the 80th time, I've promised you a fun way to hook up hands. So I'm just going to go through and really quick re-hook up this hand, and then I will show you some cool stuff that you can do actually sort of as I go through and do that. So what I'm going to do, first thing, is I'm going to put every single one of these controllers in their own group. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm going to do some nonsense with constraints, and I, again, don't want to be constraining the joint, or like the controller itself, because I want to be able to move this outside of what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up some like nice curl controls on the fingers. So this should be good. Normally you would relabel these. I'm in a hurry, so we're just going to ignore that. It seems I didn't delete that constraint on this joint. Interesting. Alright, so just grab your joint like normal. So grab the control and then the joint. And I'm just going to do an orient constraint. I don't really need a parent constraint right now. So again, controller, joint, and figure out what you're looking at. Controller, joint, controller, joint, controller, joint. And this one appears to also already be constrained. I just want to double check. Yeah, okay, cool. I don't know why I left that one constrained, but I do need to go through and, again, just get rid of this nonsense. That's good now. And now I can go back and constrain, orient, all the live long day. Alright, so that should all be attached. I am going to, right now, if we move this hand, let me just go ahead and actually set this to IK control because I'm lazy. Oh, right, I had to. Great. Do I have, please tell me I have something set up. Okay, I do. Excellent. Alright, so yeah, I just need to reset up that twist, which means I need the stupid FKViz back. Alright, yes. Alright, so I guess just what I'm going to do really quick is we have finger controls. I did go over how to, I'll set this up back at the end of the video, but what I'm going to do is also add some extra attributes for finger rolls. So I'm just going to go ahead, and there's a bunch of these, so I'm just going to make myself like a little sort of divider attribute, purely there for organizational purposes. And so what do we need? We need a pointer, and this is basically just going to control like the rotation of the finger. So what I want is a float, because I want decimals, don't care about minimum and maximum. Middle, erg, ring, ring. Shoot, I should be adding these both at the same time. I'm dumb. Alright. Woo! Not being organized right now. Alright. So now that we have these, what I'm going to do is just go ahead and open up my connection editor. And again, this is, I want to be the driver. And I'm going to go ahead and actually hook that up to the rotation, it looks like the X rotation, for all of those random groups I just added onto the controls. So what I'm going to do is just say, alright, this is the ring finger. I'm just going to go ahead and reload this. Click on ring, click on, go into rotate, and rotate X. So what this should do, if I have set this up correctly, is when I mess with this attribute, hello, it should go through and rotate the finger. It also does occur to me that all of these groups that I have created are very, very, very much, I need to go through and center their pivots so that they are rotating from the correct spot. Modify, center pivot. Alright, so, theoretically, that's not doing anything. Yay. Did I not constrain the joint? Uh-huh. Rig, you're evil. Alright, let's try reconstraining the joint for grins. Constrain. Orient, and really? Oh, I'm an idiot. I've not attached the skin to, yes, okay, good. Skin. Bind skin. Because I just imported a new skin, so like literally nothing's hooked up. I'm so stupid. I was like, why isn't this working? Oh my god. I do find most of the errors that I get with rigging is literally just user error and me being like, I forgot to push a button, hinga-dinga-durgan. And that's just sort of how that seems to go for me. Which is always fun. And by fun, I mean deeply annoying. Alright. So, theoretically, if we... Yay! I hooked up the wrong skin to the wrong finger. Alright, so in case you need to get rid of skin, unbind skin. It should then be detached, and then you can go up and just rebind it, hopefully, to the correct finger this time. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep doing this. So find this control, grab the group on top of it, reload right, and just hook up the rotate X. And just pretty much, honestly, just keep going through and doing that. So this is the middle finger, so I'm going to swap that out. Rotate X. And rotate X. And 2 more fingers. And this one is the pointer finger, so again, just rotate X. And this works nicely. This is pretty much what I do for my human rigs as well. If you guys are ever wanting to, you can set it up with SDKs so that, you know, your fingers can only bend a certain amount backwards. In this case, I actually want the absurd range of motion, but normally I just sort of like pay attention to what I'm doing because I really don't like SDKs. It's not to say I dislike them functionally, I just don't like setting them up. So, oops, and I'm hooking this up to the pointer rotation because I'm an idiot. So this should be thumb, and then if I go back to the other group for the thumb, you'll notice that rotate X is grayed out, so I'm going to click on that, should hook that up. So what we theoretically will have now is lovely thumb rotation, ring finger, middle finger, which I've also apparently hooked up geometry incorrectly to, and pointer finger. Wow, I've really botched hooking up the fingers to this. But you can see the joints are doing what they're supposed to. Ha 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 ha. Cool. So anywho, that was just like a weird extra thing that you can do with the fingers. I'm just gonna go through and fix all of this nonsense that I've just done because I've botched everything up very aggressively. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually just unbind all of this. Actually, no, the thumb was fine. And then I will reset up this finger joint. So if you want to stay for that, cool. Not sure if that was going to be useful commentary, but yeah. That's pretty much it for this video. Oh, I think I just entirely forgot to set up. That might do it. Rigging sucks. Alright, so quick bit, I did sort of forget to reattach the finger joints. You'll notice they very much do not follow the hand. I'll do that really quick. So I'm just going to grab all my finger controls, which exist here, and I would like those to follow the wrist, so I'm going to grab the wrist, grab the group for the fingers, do constrain, and this should be a parent constraint with both translate and rotate. So theoretically, if I move this, now the finger controls go with it, except, the heck, oh, this is my FK control, that makes sense. And that'll do the same thing with this little controller here. I just want to parent constraint that so that it actually follows stuff. Alright, to reset this up, actually, this is kind of exciting because now I can get rid of this janky thing. Bing. What am I doing? Edit, delete attributes. Cool. Alright. So, what I need to do, if I remember correctly, and I honestly might not, is IK joints, IK handles. So got my right, this is the right arm. And I want to hook up some stuff to that. I want this to, that's great. Okay, so what I want is Windows, again, connection editor. And this is literally the second time I've ever hooked up this system, so I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. That's a lie, I know what I'm doing, I'm just like, ah. Alright, so we have the right IK arm, and this, where was it? I had to go in somewhere really weird to find IK blend. Oh no, it was like literally just somewhere. IK blend. Alright, so this should, I think, if I toggle back and forth, yes, excellent. And that was pretty much that, and then I just needed to make a little set-driven key because I need to make an orient constraint for the wrist. So I do constrain, orient, great, and ooh, gross. Okay. So for this, I don't care about connection editor in the slightest. What I need is to make some set-driven keys, which is under the animation menu, key, blah, set-driven key, set. Alright, load my driver. That's my little switch thing. And then the driven is actually the parent constraint itself, which is this. I should probably try to sound more sure of myself. Where's the fun in that? Alright, so when this is at 0 or on FK functionality, I would like the weight of the IK wrist to be 0 and FK... No. No. Okay, that's a bummer. Alright. New plan! I'm gonna kill this orient constraint. Reset it back up. Select both controllers. Select your joint. And this time I'm gonna use constraint, parent constraint, because for some reason, I'm just turn off the translate. These break less. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh great! There's random rotation on my joint again. Oh huzzah. Why is this a thing? Thumb, 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 elbow, shoulder, clavicle. What if I just... That feels like it's not gonna work. I have no faith in that working. Okay, it worked. I don't know why, but I will take it and just casually not question what happened there. So I'm gonna apply that, and we should have... So help me, come here. What is going on? Did I not constrain the correct thing? I don't think I constrain anything, because I think I forgot to click a button. What? Okay, interesting. Apply. No. Dang it. Ooh, all the salt. Okay. Constrain. Orient. Let's try and orient this time and see if that blows anything up. Alright, so that has gone through and put some rotation on the joint, which I don't like, but I'm gonna see if I can just sort of get away with leaving it for now, and I can always come back and fix it if it causes problems, which it probably will. But alright, so anywho, so reload the driven object, grab that. So when this is at 0, I want the IK weight to be 0. Okay. Oh, this is what the... okay. So much salt. Alright. Ho ho ho. Is there anything actually... Yeah, it's not constrained to anything. That's just being stupid. Alright, let's see what happens if I... Oh, right, because that's not even... Okay. Why is that happening? This is why I think I tried the parent constraint, and that still snaps it. Oh my god. Nope. Alright, well that sucks. And this is why I dislike rigging. Why, hello. Alright. Do I really need to... Okay. When I get angry at rigs, I go through and systematically delete everything, like so. Try resetting up the constraint. What? There is nothing constrained to this. This is not affecting any part of the rig. What are you touching? What is... Why? Why? Oh my god, what is happening here? Okay, great. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully, the fact that I have... Oh, right, because I had maintain offset turned off, which is awful. Dang it all. Dang it all. Alright, so we have no rotation. No rotation, no rotation, no rotation, no rotation. Why is it snapping? What is this? Why is this being stupid? There's probably some kind of very, very obvious thing that's happening that I'm just, like, not noticing. Like, why are you putting... Nope. I assume that if I set this to 1, it's going to do something nuts. Of course it is. Reconnection. Doo-doo. Oh, that's bizarre. Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. Alright, what if I just sort of type in... This never works well when I do anything. And try... Ooh, okay. Yeah, no. No, no, no. Should have probably reordered. Really? Actually turn off the skin. Alright, I'm about to do something highly unadvisable. Ah, crap. I was hoping that would work. Alright. Where is it? There's a thing for reorienting joints somewhere. Actually, wait, what? That was not what I wanted. Idiot right now. Orient joint. It's literally okay. Orient joint to world. go ahead, and that did not do what I wanted. Primary axis is X. Doo-doo-doo. I'm very, very bad at reorienting joints. Oh god, why? Oh, what? What have I hooked up here? What? Okay. Ooh, that might actually explain why. Yes, good. So I have a feeling I'm just an idiot, and I found an extra constraint on my controller. So I'm just going to go ahead and see what happens if I hook this up an 8th time. Actually, I only care about the orient. And looky here, no extra rotation. Goody, goody gumdrops. Really like anger sarcasm when I rig. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if this stupid parent constraint, when I set it to 0, freaks my joints out. Alright, so I think I just sort of changed the rotation of my joints. Go to the orient joints tool. Honestly, this is a thing that I should do and I usually don't do. There's a video linked in the doc about good ways to do that. But I just went through. You can turn on this little like local axis for your joint. So like if I click the joint and I want to, you know, just figure out where things are pointing, I can turn that on and off. So I messed with that. I think it was probably the extra constraint that was messing me up. But I'm just going to go through and actually set this thing up properly now. Alright, so when, for the 80th time, load, ooh god, okay. So when the IK/FK switch is at 0, I would like to key these, so I'm going to set a keyframe, set IK switch back to 1, parent constraint, this should be 1, this should be 0, hooray, and set a keyframe. So theoretically what we should have is, if we toggle back and forth between these stupid things, we do get lovely rotation between them. Excellent. I have done a thing. Now I need to rehook up the other things that I have deleted like an idiot. Oh god, why is the fingers... Why? What? I did something bad. I don't know what it is, but that is very clearly wrong. What is happening here? Great. Okay, so I'm going to unbind the skin. It should snap back to its default position. Oh, I know what I did. Shoot. I think I know what I did. When I constrained the fingers, I may or may not have messed with the crap. That sucks. Yeah, great. Alright, so I'm just gonna undo pretty much everything I just did. So much salt. Alright. Alright, so that is as far back as I can go. Okay, and the controls are in the correct spot. So, it's time to test my theory. If deleting this parent constraint making sure that's zeroed out, and then re-adding this constraint. Constrain, parent, orient, great. Okay, so that is clearly flipping something out. While I'm doing this, I think I am just going to go ahead and delete the constraint on this and on this. In case I move things, I won't need to deal with that later. Alright, so that has nothing constrained to it. That has nothing constrained to it. Let's go ahead and this has no rotation still. Great. Skin, deform, constraint, join, orient, constraint. Ooh my. That's not ideal. Oh, I turned off maintain offset. Okay, so this is still gonna flip out and be stupid. So I think I do actually need to go in. That sucks. I almost never need to do that. For the sake of argument. No. Alright, so I think I do actually need to go in and do the skeleton orient joint. I'll just leave these same settings from last time. And sometimes I think it's a little bit weird on like the end of a joint chain, so I'm going to go back in and add the thumbs and the rest of the fingers and grab this thing again and hit apply. Yay. Buttons? I'm fairly certain that has done nothing. Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh, this demon thing. Alright. I think I found the extra stupid rotation, perhaps. That was in my thing. Maybe. So we have, if you go this joint in your attribute editor, this is not the normal transform constraints. Oh my god, -0. Sometimes it'll just sort of apply additional rotations to things, but you can sort of remake your own joint offsets if you want to. You can also enter like different values in here to try to, you know, sort of force the rotation to do what you want. So in this case, I'm going to try a rotation -4, and you'll notice like most of the joints have some kind of rotation on it. Like that is not a bad place to have rotation. It's the other places, like in the sort of channel box, that you really don't want rotations. So what I'm going to do is, for an 8,000th time, try to hook this up. Hope to beans that it works. I will sell my soul to the can of beans at this point. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to save this. And then, once again, reset this up. It's gonna suck. Alright. Oh, that's actually weird. Okay. Just gonna go through, keyframe this, set this to 1, go back and 0, 1. Key. Hooray. We should be good. And just go ahead and reorient constraint all this, because I deleted the constraints like 8,000 times, because I'm an insane person. And the good thing about doing this is, because we use the connection editor, all of this fingery, rotation-y stuff that we set up should still work. So help me. Oh, because, okay. Alright, so that, now I should actually just be good to unbind that and then just rebind that. You'll notice it snapped back to... Really? You'll notice that it snapped, whoops, I'm trying to create, to the sort of default position it was in, which I guess I also need to do that to this, don't I? So unbind skin, it'll snap back to bind position, and then I can just grab that, go skin and bind skin again. we should then hopefully have a functional hand with, okay. That's phenomenal. So I'm gonna go out there and just say it probably would have been faster for me to redo this entire thing. I just don't like redoing work, but I do think honestly at this point it would have been infinitely simpler to actually just redo some of the stuff instead of trying to fix it. Okay, so it's just the middle finger that's really janky and insane. And that is because this pivot is very much great. This pivot is incredibly not centered. So what I'm going to do is just create a little locator, parent it to this, zero out all of this. It should, oh god, I hate locators. Great. You know what I'm gonna do? Drastic times call for drastic measures. Yeah. Alright, so just unparent that, modify center pivot, and I put this down here, so now we should be good, I think. Alright, well that was fun. I should also probably delete, there's like translation values on the group, but I would have to unhook some stuff to get rid of that, and I'm never going to select that again anyway. So, hopefully... Nope. What is happening here? I probably constrained... Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an actual certifiable idiot. I think it was fine before, and I just put the skin on the wrong skeleton. Wait, wrong finger. Pointer? No, it's the middle finger. Yay, I'm an idiot. Alrighty then. So that should be, theoretically, a functional arm with an IKFK switch, which clearly I've forgotten to hook up the controllers to the hand again. So I do need to, again, grab the skeleton and just do a parent constraint, this time with rotation, or I'm sorry, translation. And once again, do the same thing for that joint. And now, theoretically, if I move this, it should take this with it. We have our lovely rotation, and if I do this, it toggles very nicely back and forth. Huzzah! I'm done. Yes, that is... I'm going to turn this local axis visibility off because it annoys me. That is how not to rig a character. But no, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. That's like all the stuff that I wanted to go over for rigging. Yeah. So, cool.